Hey guys, spend a competition day in the life with me. So I started off by getting dressed. I put my white Lemuel trousers on and my new white Lemuel top that I got for Christmas. I'm obsessed with it. And then I did my hair. I just gave it a brush. It's so knotty. It always is. It's very greasy as well at the moment. But then I just put some water in it because I'm going to give it, I'm going to do a slip back. So I always do a slip back when I have competitions. So I use a slip back brush. I don't even know why I need to have water. It's greasy enough. And then I sprayed my ponytail and then twisted it round because I always put it in a bun when I ride. I don't really know why. I just always do it. I don't have to, but I do. Then I tied it up. I don't know why my t-shirt looks so short in this. But I was going to put that one in, but it's too light. So I ended up putting a brunette one in. Then I put my moisturiser on. I actually use a Nivea one, but I hate the Nivea one. Don't know why, it just makes my face feel really weird. And then outfit check. And then I put some joggers on to keep my white stuff nice and clean and a jacket. And then I had two options of hats and I put my new hat on, my nice sparkly one. And then I put my brown boots on. And then we got the boys in from the field. Here they are. And then my nan was giving the mares some hay. And then we're walking them down the road. Prince was on a march like always, and Mac literally can't walk. And then bring a Mac up. No, not Mac. Bring a Mac and Prince up. And then here's Prince without his rug on. He looks so good at the moment. Look at that muscle. Oh, he's so cute. And then gave him a brush. He literally doesn't even have any mud. It's just little patches, which is absolutely fine. It's better than him being caked in mud. But his fields are really dry at the moment. And then me and my nan saw Jewel. He was laid down. It was so cute. You can't really see him in this one, but you could see him in this one more. He didn't get up until my nan walked up to his field. And then here's me putting my fleece on Prince, because he travels in a fleece because he can get quite cold. But obviously he had to check himself out, so you couldn't even see me. Here's his fleece. It's Jake's old one. And then we'll put a hay net, buy all the stuff ready to put in the trailer. And then we gave Mac a hay net. He's such a good boy. And then we gave him a carrot each. Of course, Mac had to have half of it, so I put the rest in his hay net. And then brought Ollie down from the field and gave Ollie a hay net. He's so weird, he'll only eat it from one spot. Then took his rug off, got my spurs, and then just took my joggers off and put my boots on. And then put my spurs on. And then was just locking up the trailer. So I forgot to video me putting Prince on. But anyway, he got a carrot, shut the window, just so he doesn't get hit in the face. And then here he is. And said bye to the little boys. They're so cute. And then we're on our way. We're going up to Solihull Riding Club as well, by the way, guys. And then here we are. It was actually quite busy today. Bless them. And then here's the course. This was the 60s, though. And then my mum's amazing video of me tacking up. And then I didn't realise she was videoing here, so I looked really moody. But it's right before I was about to go into the warm-up. He's so good. He just stood there. And then we do go into the warm-up. Look at him. He was actually quite lazy in the warm-up today. But then I did manage to get him speedier. Oh, look at that flying change. No, not flying change. Look at the transition. And then I don't know why he was jumping like this. It was really annoying. But he was jumping so funky in the warm-up. And then here's me in the 70s. He jumped that one horrific. We got 4 faults in the 70s with a knock. Luckily not a refuse, but we come... oh God, I'm trying to think. Did we come third? Yeah, we come third, I think. Or second. Hang on, I can't remember. I'm going to put the results from my thing. And then we're just warming up for the 80s. He was such a good boy in the 80s. Here we are. Oh, look at that jump. We came first in the 80s with 0 faults. I was so happy. Oh, he's so speedy. I do use spurs on him. And then here's me untacking. He just stands there. So good. I did take the saddle off the wrong side, guys. Ignore that. And then I had to sponge him off. He hates this part. But look how sweaty he is. So he did jump a lot of jumps today because we did do 2 rounds. So he did jump a lot. But bless him. He just shook all the water back on me. Then we gave him a carrot. And then I didn't want to take, so I took the other half. I hate carrots. They taste horrible. And then I was going to give him this one out my mouth, but it was taking so long. And then we did up his fleece. Well, I did up his fleece anyway. Just to make sure he doesn't get cold on the way back and stays nice and dry. And then here we go, putting him on. He is a really good boy. He like stops and then just walks on. He's so strange. Of course, I had to get my cheesy chips. I have to get them from every competition. They literally make the competition. And then taking his fleece off. And then we gave Prince some mix. Ollie has mix as well. And so does Mac. And then they have, well, Prince and Jewel have this ulcer-free chaff. Because obviously Jewel used to have ulcers, so he has to have it. I don't even know why Prince has it, to be honest. But we just give it him anyway. And then the little ones just have, I don't even know what chaff this is. It's just normal chaff. And then Jewel has like the special feed because he's special. And then he has 2 scoops of Karma, top spec Karma. And then chamomile, 2 scoops of that. And then Prince has his itch-free sweet itch supplement. And then they all have some turmeric. Honestly, it's disgusting. I only put a tiny little bit in. I think we need it. And then they have half a scoop of Botswana extra each, except for Jewel. Because it's like for older joints. And then Prince and Ollie have half a scoop of Quartz Flex. And then Prince has an antibiotic and his sweet itch supplement. And then they all have water. And then here's their feed. They all have specific buckets every time they get fed. I don't know why, but I just love that. And there we go. And then taking Jules up. He's in a pen because he's recovering. And then here's Elijah on a bike. And then we're taking Prince down to the field. And Mac, obviously. And then we've got Jewel out. Because we're just trying to train him a bit more. So we get a bit more of a bond. He's so good though, bless him. And then here's me taking Eliza out on the bike with Winnie. She just follows. And then I had a nice shower. Because, oh my God, I was sweating. And then I had some Lynx. I washed myself with Lynx. And then here's my new pyjamas. And then I finally sat down. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.